And I want to hear more about supplements because as you mentioned vitamin B12.
Right. So, if you have a specific deficiency, it's always important to take those supplements. But most of the time we don't have a isolated vitamin deficiency. What we have is a whole food deficiency.
Okay.
Right? So if we're getting our variety of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lentils, beans, a little bit of nuts and seeds, we're getting the majority of the vitamins and nutrients and phytonutrients, antioxidants, minerals, all of that stuff that we need. There's a few things that we have to make a little special effort for.
Okay.
Vitamin B12 is one of them.
Okay.
I get around that by putting nutritional yeast on everything. It just adds a little cheesy flavor. It also decreases, again, the amount of salt that I end up using because it's got sodium in it. And it's a great source of vitamin B12. The other one is vitamin D. Now, that one's important whether or not you're vegan or vegetarian. It's also omnivores need to make sure they're getting enough vitamin D. And the major source, especially when we're younger, is sunlight. So we want to make sure we're getting like 15 to 20 minutes in the sun early morning, and to make sure you're not getting extra exposure after that. You want to make sure you use sunscreen. And not try to get midday sun, especially in the summertime. That's really strong sun. So that's a great source. Mushrooms, sea vegetables, seaweed are great sources of vitamin D. And then as we get older, it's harder for our body to convert that vitamin D that we get from the sun to the vitamin D our body needs to use. So it's okay to take a supplement with vitamin D. There are other herbs and supplements that I recommend. Ashwagandha is one. I recommend it because it's what's called an adaptogen. Adaptogens, I don't know if you've heard that term before. They're kind of like pre-hormones. So our body takes adaptogens and they make it into the hormone that we need. If we're a little bit short on estrogen or testosterone or thyroid hormone, it works to help us with building towards that, what we need. So adaptogens are very important. Ashwagandha is one. Fenugreek is another. Yucca root is actually an adaptogen. So there's quite a few. If you Google adaptogen, you'll find quite a list of them. And actually vitamin D, even though it's called vitamin, it's actually thought to be a hormone. So that's why it also adaptogens will help with your vitamin D intake. And then those are pretty much the only ones. Like if you're deficient in certain things, definitely take that. Triphala or Indian gooseberry is another great superfood. I do triphala powder in the evenings just to get a little extra boost. I've heard of people putting that in their smoothies. Right, for a little extra boost of superfoods because it's really highly antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, so it's really good for you.
Wow. So you mentioned some names: nutritional yeast, fenugreek powder, and where can we buy this nutritional yeast and fenugreek?
Again, it's because the health food craze is becoming so popular. I have seen nutritional yeast in Kroger. Fenugreek is still a little bit unknown, so you can find them at Asian stores, Indian stores. You can get fenugreek seeds, you can get fenugreek leaves. You can even get fenugreek powder. Sprouts carries like fenugreek capsules. So those are some sources of it. Again, eating is best. So if you can find the seeds or the leaves and you put it into your food, it makes it taste really nice too.
So nutritional yeast, is there a quality product we can buy, or anything that's available is a good nutritional yeast?
Anything that's available is good nutritional yeast. Some of the more common brands are Arrowhead Mills and Bob's Red Mill. I think there's a new company called Anthony's. They have also as well. I get mine from Amazon just because it's always, when we're busy, it's always easy to get things delivered to the house.
Perfect. That's awesome.